got GMT in the building tonight. Grown men talking.
GMT, what's good? What's goody?
What is popping? What is popping, y'all? How y'all doing tonight?
All right, man.
Good to see you, my
What
brother.
up, though?
Right. Special love to Take Heed. Take Heed. Subscribe today. Yesterday, right? Was it
she
yesterday?
froze.
Or the day before?
No,
Here we go. So she hit up the panel. And peace to the chat. Peace to the panel. Peace to everybody. BMU love, man. My God.
What's up, man? What's up?
We in the building and Professor up there, man. What up?
Peace and Pan-Africanism.
That's
Hey,
what's
man,
up.
I want to ask you about the subject tonight, man. If your wife has to work, you don't deserve submission. Did you see the video from earlier? You didn't get a chance? No, you just finished your live.
Yeah, I just finished my live.
Let me play this little short video for you.
Running back for the car.
Wife that works for somebody else, that means somebody can pick up the phone and tell your wife to be somewhere, which means they have more control and more influence over your wife than you do. I wouldn't like that at all, which is why I told my wife, you don't need to work. My wife can go if she wants to go. She's not going to go because she has to go. She's not going to go because you told her to go. You're not going to have that much power or influence over my wife, period.
All right. Go ahead, my doctor.
Now, to say that it's a wild thing because I believe that, right? My wife doesn't work. I have a stay-at-home wife, and I created that situation for those reasons, right? But do I say that a woman doesn't deserve to submit to a man if he doesn't have his 1-2s together? She still should submit to her man because she chose that man. So once a woman made a choice to be with a man, the direct order is for her to do that, right? To be submissive. But I do believe that a man should eventually put himself in a position to where his wife works for either him, the family, which is on you choosing the right wife, right? The wife that can add value to what you're growing. So, I do think there's a lot of back end to that, but no matter what, a woman should submit to her husband, no matter what the situation is.
Now, let me ask a question. This is for the old panel, but if you want to go first, you can, GMT. Since the world has changed, because what I hear a lot is like Anissa, my sister Anissa's in the chat. The world has changed where women are making more than men. They're smarter than men. They're more educated than men. And I think that since the world is changing, I think that we as men should change with it. And what I mean by that is that since there's so much pressure on the men and the women are more educated to make more money, why is it that we just change it and let the men stay at home and rear the children and then allow the women to go out and make the money?
Because we're not natural nurturers. If you have a man that's not essentially building something, then we have to start looking at that man as the problem.
Right.
So if you want to stay at home and be a stay-at-home man, not saying it don't work for some family dynamics to where, at a moment it could be something, but it should not be the direct order of things. Men need to go out and build something. That's just it. And women should have that choice, but yet it's still the woman should be the one at home nurturing the family in every way. The one that is making sure that I'm not gaining 500 pounds because I'm, being a slouch. She needs to be inspirational. She needs to push me to do better in life. When I met my wife, that was something that she did. So this is why I chose her.
Go ahead, Trey.
Come on, Trey. I already see it in your face. Come on.
Yeah, because I'm a slight bit confused. First of all, he talking rich man shit. First of all, that's different. But is a woman staying home, taking care of home and the kids, is that a traditional act? Would that be considered would that be considered a traditional?
No, I think the wife always worked. The wife always worked.
Okay, but for the families where the wife didn't work, Would that be a traditional thing?
I don't believe so.
So this is a modern ideology that women staying home and working.
I don't even think
I'm sorry, excuse me, staying home with the kids. This is a modern thing, or have there always been families where the wife could stay home depending on how much money you made? Because if you made money 100 years ago, your wife stayed home, correct?
Right.
So that would make it traditional.
Tradition is something that's passed along, right? That's just something people did. But the wife has always worked. Did she have to go and report in the office? No. But if she was tending the fields, yeah, she worked. Right.
Okay. So I guess my question is that I'm not giving a woman a lifestyle she didn't earn. And what I mean by earn is the way she was before I would have married her. There's no way in the world I'm about to give you what I would consider a traditional lifestyle where you get to stay home, cook and clean and take care of the kids, but ain't shit about you traditional. You ain't doing nothing traditional.
Why are
you weren't a virgin when I met you. You had you probably had a medium to high body count when I met you. You were a freaking college from when I did my homework on you. Your Instagram page ain't got shit to do with being conservative or modest. You are more modern than anything. You work a job. You have a degree. You're a modern woman. So why am I treating you as if you're not a modern woman?
So why are we picking that woman?
No. We're not doing that. Nope, we're not doing that. The fact of the matter is that is the current state of women today.
It's not all.
If you make an argument for the minority, that's low IQ. We cannot make an argument for the minority.
I'm not even saying that the majority is like that, and that's why I'm also not telling.
But it is the majority.
Stay in America. I'm not saying stay in America and find a wife, but to sit there and say that.
Now we talking about
wait.
I don't down none of that. I don't down none of that. What I'm saying is find what works for you. But I'm not telling you to go out. You said you did the research. You went out there and you checked her Instagram and saw her bopping it on tables and slapping it around for everybody. Why am I even marrying that woman?
But that's not.
I would rather stay single than married.
That's not the point. I'm not challenging the choice. I'm challenging that the women are unqualified to receive the treatment of being treated that way. That's what I'm challenging.
So you're saying the majority of women are.
Regardless.
Are you saying the majority isn't?
Who, me?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it's not that the majority isn't or the majority. What I'm saying, if you can find a wife that's worth it, the one that's not thought and bopping it on tables, wilding out in college, doing all the stuff he said, that's the woman you marry if you can't stay single.
Right. So what I'm saying is because you say fine, that's implying that it's hard to get regularly, right? That means you have to look.
Yeah, 100%. 100% is hard. 100%. I'm not saying.
I've been to over 30 countries. I spent 8 years in the United States Air Force. All I did was travel. The women the same everywhere you go. They thought it overseas too. As a matter of fact, prostitution is more acceptable overseas than it is here.
Right. And I know that.
So my question is why promote something, right? As a lifestyle when you know it doesn't apply to the majority. Right, because
I'm telling you what I do.
I understand, but that's what I'm saying, right? You're saying something that applies to the minority and it works for you, but for the majority, would you say that your situation is ideal for the majority of people available?
Not at all.
Let's move on.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Well, and real quick, if we go back to look at some GMT was saying, but if we go back to look at some ideals, we talk about shows and things so what are two of the biggest black shows of all time? The Cosby Show,
The Cosby
Show, and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Both mothers in those shows worked. So if we talk about women shouldn't work, the vice president of the United States works and she's a woman. She has a job. So women still work. The former CEO of Pepsi was a woman. She worked, but she still came home to her husband and treated him like a husband. Women have always worked. So in certain situations, yes, you can have a situation where you can retire your wife, and that's great. But for the majority, women are going to work. So the women who say, I'm not going to work, that's not a situation that's going to work for 99.9% of people for the most part.
I know Trey gonna say something.
Hold on a second. Before we address travel one, I'm gonna give a little bit of pushback because I hear this in the streets all the time, and I want to make sure that we get something straight. They said that women are the nurturers. That's a lie. I'm gonna tell you how it's a lie. Most men are nurturers because of what they do. Think about it. The first man on the earth was a nurturer. He was a gardener. You know what I'm saying? And then God sent him help. He already knew what he was doing. Then on top of that, you can ask any woman, whoever has had a man, he has always dated down and brought her back up. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you have these multi-millionaire wives who left their husbands, it's because their husbands upgraded them. You see what I'm saying? If you go back and you watch any of these movies or TV shows or whatever, the kids always went and talked to their dad. I'm talking about Leave It to Beaver, Dennis the Menace, all these other places, even on Good Times, Fred Sanford, everybody went and talked to their daddy. They ain't talk to their mama. The first thing the mama would say, hey, let me go talk to your daddy. You see what I'm saying? Women are nurturers when it comes to nursing babies, but fathers raise children. And it also speaks to the fact by how many men go to jail when their father is not in their life. How many women's lives fall apart when their fathers are not in their lives? My whole thing is this: men are the real nurturers. They're the real nurturers because they're the ones who actually elevate those in the household. Rick, go ahead. I see your finger up, man.
And not to be disrespectful, grown men talking, but to use your standard as an example. You nurture your wife.
Absolutely.
You provide a space for her to be the woman, to be comfortable in the things she's in. I don't get what, as men, y'all don't understand this, right? It's crazy how society can blame everything on the man, but he's not, but he's responsible for everything, but in control of nothing. Everything he does is not the result of anything he does.
So
without hold on, bro. Right? Listen to what I'm saying, and I salute your position. I'm not knocking you. Listen to what I'm saying. I salute you, bro. If you're able to give your wife a certain piece that another man's not able to do, salute you, right? Hopefully, like you said, you chose a woman who doesn't have idle hands and an idle mind, that uses the time that you supply her with in her life to not be working for someone else wisely towards you and her family. Is that, you hear what I'm saying?
That's correct. We've been together for 14 years.
Right. Okay. So, but listen to what I'm saying in the even with your position, right? Men, they say money's not everything, except when it comes to child support. Then when you get enough child support, then they say you're not spending enough time with your kid, right?
Did you hear what I said?
Right? A father has nothing to do with his child when he becomes a success, right? So when we see, to use the anecdotal example, right? NFL stars, NBA stars, actors, rappers, right? When they make it big and they buy their mama a house, it's go, go, go. Your mama did such a great job. But when the child comes out bad, nobody blames the mother. Once y'all realize the very things that society uses for women as a reward is simply because men either take responsibility or don't, y'all figure this game out. Right? You can't be strong and independent, but then not responsible for your decisions. You can't have someone else responsible for you and then not deal with their rules and regulations. The only reason your wife is a nurturer is because you nurture her. That's it. Because if things went awry, and again, I'm happy that you got what you wanted and what you looked for, and you made a good choice, right? But if things went awry and you wasn't able to be with your wife, she'll be a single mother making mistakes like the rest of them out here. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. Oh yeah, 100%. But what I was talking about when I was saying what I was saying had more along the lines to do with Well, technically, exactly what I said my wife nurtures, right? I was very specific when I said the certain, things that she brings to the table as opposed to what I bring to the table, right? Because that's just a fact. She's not just here doing nothing, right? So when I say those things, I try to be very specific when I talk. And I try to exactly say what I believe someone is doing, not what And do I think that my lifestyle is ideal for the average man? No. And I was very clear on saying that too. What I did also say was that what men should do is work on building themselves up to a level in life, which I know it's not the reality for most men as well. Most men will never make it to a status in their life where they can take care of a whole family financially. Most men won't. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Most men will have to have a woman bringing in 50% of their income, just like them, or at least 80-20, or whatever the dynamics are that could work for that family to build something, right? What I do promote, though, is marriage. That's what I promote.
Can I add something to what you're saying, though? Listen,
Come on, RP.
Your case and the next guy, one of the good husband goes 50-50 or whatever it is, 80-20, whatever, or you who does everything. In both scenarios, the men bring everything to the marriage. We bring all we got to the marriage. Some guys don't reach the level where their lady can stay home. But when you put those two things together, men put much more into making the shit work than the ladies do. Because we're more obligated than they are, not only when they're alive, but when they're dead. When we're dead. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think women think about us that way. They don't think about when they're gone, how their husband's going to be taken care of. But we certainly think about them when we go.
I literally just upped my life insurance policy for that reason.
So, there you go. So we give it. So whether you could take care of a woman 100% or 50%, in a good marriage, you generally give them everything. You give them everything. And they got to understand, they need to appreciate that shit, man.
Here's my thing. I think a lot of times guys let women get off scot-free with this nurturing thing because that's the only thing they got. You know what I mean? And if you take that away and you put it real on the table, say, hey, I'm the one that really nurtures. I'm the head loving chief in the house. What I say goes.
It's like you said, though. No, they don't, because when it fucks up and it goes awry and that kid go crazy, their daddy's gonna get blamed.
Right.
If you was there, you was a punk ass daddy that didn't have no rules, and your kids was crazy, right? Mama did all she could. When you not there, you are absent parent. You ain't have shit to do with it. And the kids' success is because mama made the sacrifices. Because mama always found the way. Because mama, shut the fuck up. Allow women to be responsible for something, god damn it. They not responsible for the way your kids come out. They gonna blame you. And y'all know I'm not lying to y'all.
No, you're telling facts. That's 100% true.
Yep.
The last thing a man should do after he builds himself up is go put everything that he worked for on the line. That's the last fucking thing he should do. That doesn't make any sense. If a man is going to work to build his castle, and then people tell him, you built your castle, now go jeopardize losing your castle. That makes no sense. Why did I
like
work
you said
so
earlier,
hard
Trey,
to get all
why
of
would
these
you
things?
put everything in his hands that he worked for in the hands of somebody who hadn't built it up themselves? That don't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I would never encourage a man to go out there, go build, go get your certification, start your business, do all these things and build yourself up, and then say, oh, you gotta go get a wife. You have literally just put yourself in a trick bag, sir. Because
you do that on your way up.
She didn't help you build it, but the court system is going to say she's entitled to some of it. I told y'all the story once before of my homeboy, who I had to fly to where he was at because he was on deletion watch. He was going through a divorce, and he's like, the judge kicked him out of his own house. It's his home. He had that home before she got there. The judge deemed it the family house and kicked him out of a house that he bought with his money. And the man, he couldn't take it. He was stressed out, and he was probably on the brink of getting fired, right? So he couldn't take it anymore. And he started saying some wild stuff. I got on a plane. I gotta go see about my boy. And me and my homeboys, we all flew up there. We took turns watching until his father was able to get into town. Why are we encouraging men to do this? I'm not gonna ever tell a man to jeopardize everything you worked for. It doesn't make any sense. The fact of the matter is we have to face facts. The majority of women today are unqualified to be a wife. That's the facts. It is what it is. They are unqualified to be a wife. I don't give a damn who you work for or how much money you make. You're not good enough to be a wife, and it has nothing to do with the amount of money you make. It has everything to do with what's up here. What's in between these 6 inches in your ears. It's up here. Like I said about the white girl, about Becky. Ain't got nothing to do with her. Had everything to do with what was up here. She was willing to work with that man. Those are the women we need. But we're not getting that from our women today because they are too conditioned and programmed by bullshit that they see on social media and reality shows. That every man's rich. I had a chick the other day talking about, oh, he's 23. He probably making a lot of money. No, he's not. He's 23. He ain't got no money. He broke. He's spending his last dime trying to impress you. He broke. But he's trying to impress you because somebody told him, hey, you gotta go find a wife. You graduated college, your next steps. No. We are not in those times before where the women came, they were conservative, they were modest, they were respectful, they were loyal. You know the phrase two-timer, you know where the phrase two-timer came from?
They were virgins.
Oh, that too. But the two-timer meant that she wasn't dating more than one man. If she was dating you, she was just dating you. And if it didn't work out, then she went and dated somebody else.
Yep.
And if they didn't do that, then they called her a two-timer. Now we got women talking about dating rosters. We got women talking about dating rosters now. I got a whole roster of dudes I'm dating. This my pizza
I'm just talking
man.
to him.
This the dude who get my groceries. This the dude who fix my oil, and I fuck them all. What?
Yeah, we call them 49ers.
Yeah, we just talking. We just talking.
They
We
don't
ain't
deserve marriage. They don't deserve marriage because they don't present marriage. And I'm gonna say this about black women because I'm black. Y'all don't want to be married. If I wanted to be a football player, I would wake up every morning. I would go do my workouts. I would study my playbook. I would do everything I needed to do to be a football player. Y'all don't want to be wives because y'all haven't done shit that says I want to be a wife.
Damn.
They're not doing the work. Don't be mad for the results you don't get for the work you don't do. And don't be mad when other coaches are doing the work and black men are going to those other coaches.
And I'm gonna say this because I got a day tomorrow. So shout out to y'all. I love y'all, my people. Y'all know what it is. I love it here. I love it here, right? And this is how you know, right? And let me put it in something that y'all can relate to, right? Grown man talking, right? Would you say that you was more smart or more lucky for the woman you got, your wife?
I would say I was very strategic in picking my wife.
I gave you two choices.
So I'm gonna have to use smart in that instance.
Okay, good. Whatever, nigga. Right?
God dang.
With K-Key, right? You know what I say? You know what I say? I say he a smart man. And she know I tell her this all the time, right? I say her husband's a smart. He lucky, but he's smart too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you got to be smart enough to recognize that one when she in front of you. Right? Even though she'll tell you she was at a certain place when they met, right? But that man saw. Right? And look, again, to prove my point again, I'm just fucking with you, grown man, right? I'm just fucking with you.
No, man. Come on, man.
Right?
It's all good.
But in that him seeing, right? It's still a gamble, right?
Always a gamble.
It's still a gamble, right? So, nigga, what they say when you win in Vegas, nigga, you was lucky. You was lucky. Right? So, if it was meant to be, right? If it was what it really was, it wouldn't be, damn, that man lucky when you get a good woman.
Did you hear what I said?
It would be the fucking norm, wouldn't it? Oh, goddamn, Lick get married, man. I knew it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Professor, you got another one, bro? I know it didn't work out with your last one, but you got enough. Trey, damn, bro. Hey, man, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
If Trey get married, I know she the one.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, she the one.
Listen,
Look at what I'm saying.
listen.
But white
I'm coming to the bachelor party.
White
She like,
school said white
Trey.
school said in a chat, everything's a risk. Facts, right? But the only reason men, not y'all, right? Because y'all risk it all on an outfit, right? But the reason why men take risks, right? Because they see the reward in it.
Did you hear what I said?
A man takes a risk. I'm fucking with crypto right now because I see the reward. I know this $100, this $50 I'm putting here. It might not come back to me, right? But if I can see the win, I'm willing to take that risk.
Mm-hmm.
Are our men willing to take that risk nowadays?
No.
In mass.
No. Hell no.
You know why? Because they can't see the win in it.
Absolutely. There you go, brother.
Mm-mm.
You got it.
You must lose.
They can't see the win in it. It's a lose-lose. When you in Vegas, you got to know when to get your ass up from the table.
Yep.
What's the solution? Everybody, I'm solution-based gang. All these little weird-ass niggas. All niggas do is complain.
Hear what I said?
Travel one. Every time I complain, but your ass still here all the fucking time. Shut the fuck up, right? What's the solution? What's the solution, right? What me and Trey say, right? Well, we say, hey, if women get better and worked on themselves, if they say they really wanted what they really wanted, right? They would do that work, right? They'll try to become better women, right? But no, what they say, you should choose better because they know it. It's not a lot of good of them out here. This is how they tell on their fucking self.
Did you hear what I said?
So what's the solution? We need to be honest with these young men, young gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all fucking times.
Yep.
Protect yourself, gentlemen, at all times. The same way they project and say, well, a man could be a sniper, he'll sit and wait for some pussy, is the same way they'll sit up there and be a woman that they say they not till they get your ass locked up and they divorcing you. Since y'all don't expect a woman to get no better, I could just be, and that's enough for you, man. That's enough for you guys. Young men, protect yourself. Put yourself first. Don't put no woman above your feelings and what you want to do until she proves it, until she breaks her motherfucking self for you.
Mm.
I'm
Yes,
talking
Lord.
about to the bottom of her motherfucking feet. Because the truth is, if we want to be honest as men, if it goes bad, she has plenty of help. Sometimes your old family, that's gonna always be my sister. I don't care what you say. That's always my TT.
I swear you read my mind right now, Rick. I swear.
Stop lying to our men. We're responsible for anything, but we receive credit for nothing. The day a good man is appreciated is the day they put him in the ground. Y'all have a great night.
So
lying to these people, man.
Real quick before you go. So you trying to tell me that women are not the table?
Bruh,
Women
they ain't
have
even
never
close.
been the table. Bro.
Yeah,
What women should be saying when you ask, when a man tells you, and this is what kill me, they get mad and shit. Oh, I wouldn't date a man. When a man says, it's as simple as this, ladies. When a man says, what do you bring to the table? You say, I don't bring shit to the table. You the table. I'm gonna dress the shit out that motherfucker though. I'm gonna make sure it look nice, it smells good. That plate gonna be fixed and thick. You want steak, baby? I got steak. Y'all are you are the accessory. You were supposed to be the muse for your husband. Most of y'all bitches ain't no inspiration. Most of you bitches had your husband sitting in the car for 30 minutes before he walked in the house. Y'all put y'all children above your man.
Mm.
When your man makes sure all you niggas eat. And if you don't, guess what? You ain't shit as a woman, because what you doing with them, bitch? What the fuck is women responsible for? The one decision y'all supposed to make is where y'all put y'all pussy at. One. Uno. Because where you put your pussy at determines whose kids you're gonna have. Where you put your pussy at is what determines. It's not all of it, but who's gonna make a commitment to you. And shout out to my sister, take heed to the message. The reason why your man is shitty is because you're shitty. Because if you was any type of woman, you wouldn't be fucking with no shitty niggas. Like I said, y'all control the portal to reality, to this plane of existence. No human, man or woman, has stepped foot in this soil without coming through y'all. Ain't it funny how y'all have the womb to the y'all have the portal to earth, but can't control the door it can come out of? That portal opened from 9 to 5, then again from 12 to 6. Shout out to Lit. 20 in the front,
40 in the back.
40 in the back.
Y'all trash. Y'all trash. I don't care what nobody say. How do y'all expect y'all men to be better when y'all ain't shit? Because if you ain't shit and all the men are good, then all you bad bitches get a good man. How the fuck that sound? Retarded ass bitches. Y'all have a great night, man.
Mic drop.
See, I don't get offended when he talks like that because I know it doesn't apply to me. Okay? The women that get offended when he talks like that are the ones that ain't shit. You know, if it doesn't apply, let it fly to anybody who want to talk shit in the chat. You have to learn to filter.
I'm offended.
Oh, here we go.
I'm offended.
You're trying to tell
What you offended about, Shaky?
I'm offended.
You trying to with that? You trying to get jiggy with that? What is
Rick
this?
with that walk-off home run around here. You know what I'm saying?
Walk off.
That was a walk-off home run, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky be cooking with rocket fuel. Fuck gas.
Right?
That's that hot fish grease.
Rick and struck again, man.
And the issue really is that to grown men, to GMT's point, we know it's not all of them, right? We know that there are some women out here who got their act together. But the issue is that y'all got to be louder. Y'all aren't loud enough. Nobody can hear you. We can't see you. It makes it difficult to find you. We don't know where you at.
Trey, we're pick-me's. We're mammies. I'm a black woman basher. I get called all types of names.
Be loud about it. I say this all the time. People got negative shit to say about me all the time. And what do I say to them? You right. I am. I stand with pride. People call you arrogant. You right. I am. If they're going to call you a pick-me, you right. I am a pick-me. It is better to be a pick-me than a skip-me.
No doubt.
These women need to speak up. They won't speak up. Won't speak up. And that's the problem. They're so quiet. I used to have this conversation on Security Boss's channel all the time. Say, fine, I will concede that there are good women out here. Y'all need to be louder. Y'all need to go to the same mountaintop these hoes going to. And y'all need to get bullhorns and speakers from stadiums and say good women are here and we're louder than them. Because I watch all these panels that be having like 304s, OnlyFans girls on them and shit like that. Yeah. And the OnlyFans girls are the only ones talking. I'm like, why are they talking? We don't want y'all. Yeah. But
Y'all need to put on that
That's
Kendrick
why
Lamar.
the girl who went
when
to
I
college,
do,
the girl who went to college got a mama and daddy, got a low body count, and she's conservatively dressed. She just sitting there quiet, like, baby, you got to talk. The days of y'all being quiet and reserved, them days is past. Y'all getting outshined by these hoes out here. You got to say something. You have to let us know I'm not one of them.
They not like us.
So
They not
BMU,
like
you
us.
got an
They not
assignment,
like
right?
us.
BMU,
Right.
right? You
Yeah.
got an assignment, brother. You got an assignment. Why can't you get a panel with Dee Dee and Kristen Cure and Danica and Take Heed and all of them ladies up there, man, and have a because a lot of ladies, there's some few ladies who shout out loud, but they do it separately. It's the connection ain't there. Security boss, I can imagine a panel
Security
with
boss in
ladies
Africa,
like that.
baby.
Yeah, security boss moved to Africa.
Oh,
She
she's
said
going
she ain't
now.
studying y'all.
Yeah, she moved to Africa. She gone.
She don't.
I do when I do my panel on my
Tuesday.
panel, I don't do that. Like I only have women of substance on my panel. And I do that strategically. Right. So like just now, my Tuesday panel is 100%. It's all like it's me and all women. So what I do is I allow them to talk, but then I offer the male perspective. But it's not women that's out here just in them streets. So I make sure that I'm pushing their message out there more, and then we always come with some type of how could we fix whatever is going on between men and women? And I do that strategically. I don't want the OnlyFans models on my stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want that type of loud voice because you could go all over the internet and that's all you hear all day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no doubt.
You can turn on your TV, sexy red, this, that, that's all you see here.
Yep.
I want, since we have platforms, you're right. You are right. We need to push more of that agenda with women because men can't talk to the women. They ain't trying to hear what we got to say. They barely trying to hear what y'all got to say, but they definitely not trying to hear what we got to say. We sassy. We all types of stuff if we got something to say.